It looks like the Draymond Green show is not going anywhere in the nearby future. The Warriors forward made that much clear while recording his podcast from a hotel room. But let me tell you who wants it to go away ASAP as soon as possible. His teammates Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. I'll even throw in the entire Warriors team that's not named Draymond Green. They just want him to focus on the games ahead and win another NBA title. Draymond's focus on him podcasting, blah, 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 Green said during the latest episode of the Draymond Green show. Listen, y'all going to get this podcast like I told y'all at the beginning of these playoffs. This podcast isn't going anywhere. I'm going to leave the arena. I'm going to return to the hotel room. I'm going to return to my home when we're back in San Francisco, and I'm going to film this podcast. Opinions about Green's podcast have circulated since he first began recording episodes last year, but his lackluster performance in Game 3 resulted in those beliefs being amplified at greater volume than even before. His teammates have mentioned one reason for what they believe is a lack of focus from the Golden State Warriors superstar, and Green was even asked about his podcast during Wednesday's post-game press conference after Game 3 of the NBA Finals. It baffles me. It's so funny when I hear people like, "Oh, you shouldn't be podcasting," Green said. "So what should I be doing when I get to my room? Like, should I go to sleep? Should I watch the film again? Because I'm going to do that anyway. I want to know the real answer from people that say Draymond should not be podcasting." Green has made it clear that he won't stop recording his popular show no matter what the critics say and how the Warriors are playing. And as Green does, he made sure to sneak in a quick-witted jab at those who have criticized his podcast along the way. He told the world, "If you don't want to listen, don't. But you're going to get this podcast. And if you want to talk about it, great. There's other people listening, so be mad at them. But you're going to get this podcast, win, lose, draw, hoisting the trophy, putting my ring on my finger, you name it." At the end of the day, the two guys who matter and are tired of all this podcast talk are Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Them dudes just want to win another title. They are focused, and why can't Draymond think the same? The entire Warriors team and coaching staff is also focused on winning another ring. If the Warriors lose these NBA Finals, it's not because of Klay shooting slump or because they do not have the size to go up against the Boston Celtics. They will lose because Draymond wants to be bigger than life. He wants to be the show all the time. The show is on the court, Draymond, not behind the mic recording a podcast.